The twin suns of Ostravel burned low on the horizon, casting copper-colored shadows across the endless dunes. The desert was alive, every grain of sand humming faintly with the whispers of ancient magic. Travelers feared this place. Armies avoided it. Only one being walked it without fear. And tonight, a human had fallen into it. Kaelor staggered through the shifting sandstorm, his armor scorched, his breath ragged. His ship had been shot down by raiders, and the crash hurled him into the deadliest desert in the quadrant, the Sands-Varynth. It was a realm spoken of in warnings, in devotions, and in curses. His vision blurred. The heat pressed against him like 1,000 hands. He sank to his knees, and the desert stopped moving. The wind froze. The sand stilled. The light bent. A figure arose from the ground as if molded by the earth itself. She was tall and lithe, her skin shimmering like obsidian glass. Veins of violet energy pulsed beneath the surface, and her four luminescent eyes regarded him with a mixture of curiosity and judgment. Varynth, the sorceress of the sands, the keeper of fate. Many feared her. Others worshipped her. Kaelor could barely speak. Are you real? Her voice echoed like multiple harmonies laid over each other, smooth yet ancient. Human. You were not summoned here, yet here you fall upon my desert. Few survive long enough to see me. He laughed weakly. I wasn't planning on dying today. One does not plan death, she said, stepping closer. But destiny has called you. She lifted a hand, and the sands rose like a living wave, lifting his body effortlessly. Power curled around him, warm and oddly comforting. She studied him, his wounds, his armor, his stubborn refusal to let go. Your life thread flickers, Varynth murmured, but it has not snapped. Curious, humans are fragile, but your will is strong. Her touch glowed brighter, sealing the burn wounds, cooling the fever heat stroke. Kaelor gasped as strength returned to him. You saved me, he whispered. I preserve what already belonged to me. Her eyes glowed brighter. This desert claimed you the moment your feet touched it. I merely honored the bond. Kaelor frowned. What bond? Varynth lifted her other hand, and the sand around them shifted into shapes, visions, floating, shimmering in the heated air. Kaelor saw a future version of himself, wielding a radiant blade of crystalline energy, standing beside Varynth as armies advanced on a burning horizon. You are entwined with a fate greater than your world, she said softly. You are meant to stand with me, or fall against me. Kaelor swallowed hard. Why me? I'm just a soldier. You are more, she replied. Your soul sings louder than most. The desert hears it. I hear it. Her last word reverberated through him. For a moment, they simply looked at each other, the human who had fallen, the sorceress who had risen. Then the ground shook. A dark ripple spread through the desert. Varynth's expression sharpened. The raiders of the Hollow Sun approach. They have scented your crash. Kaelor stood, gripping his half-shattered blade. Then we fight. Varynth tilted her head, surprised. You cannot win with that toy. Then I'll die trying. A strange, elegant smile curved her lips. Such reckless resolve. Very human. She raised her staff, and the desert exploded into motion. Sands twisted into pillars. Storms condensed into spirals of energy. A colossal beast of stone and grit rose from beneath her feet, her guardian. The raiders arrived in a roar of engines and fire, but the desert answered Varynth's commands. Sand veins lashed out. Storm claws ripped through metal. Their screams were swallowed by the storm. Kaelor fought beside her, cutting down those who got close. His movements were clumsy compared to her elegant fury, but he never stepped back, not once. When the final raider fell, silence returned. Varynth approached him again, her eyes glowing softer now. You are strange, human. You fight as if your life is worth little, yet you cling to it fiercely. Kaelor smirked through exhaustion. Maybe I just didn't want to look weak in front of you. Her laughter, soft, melodic, ancient, echoed across the sands. You will not die here, Kaelor. The desert has chosen. I have chosen. He blinked. Chosen for what? Varynth extended her hand. For a fate that binds your life to mine, she said. Walk with me. Learn with me. Stand with me against what is coming. And what is coming? He asked. Her eyes dimmed, troubled. A darkness older than both our worlds. One that even I cannot face alone. Kaelor hesitated, only for a heartbeat. Then he took her hand. Warmth surged through him, sealing their bond. As the sun set behind them, casting long shadows across the dunes, Varynth whispered, "Come, human, your fate begins now." And together, they walked into the glowing heart of the desert. One fallen human, one risen sorceress, one destiny intertwined. The night over the sands of Zyr'Thaal was different from any night Kaelor had ever known. The stars weren't still. They moved like drifting embers, flowing in patterns he couldn't understand. The dunes glowed faintly with bioluminescent blues and greens. And Varynth, she walked as though the world bent around her. Kaelor followed, still unsure whether he had been rescued or captured. "Where are you taking me?" he asked. "To the Nexus Well," Varynth replied, "the source of my power, and the reason you survived." Kaelor raised a brow. "You healed me." "I preserved you," she corrected. "Healing implies I expended energy. You were restored by the well's will." Kaelor frowned. "So I'm alive because the desert wanted me alive?" Varynth glanced over her shoulder, her 4 eyes shimmering with amusement. "Yes, human. The desert chose you. As did I." He wasn't sure how to respond to that. The descent into the Nexus. Hours later, the dune suddenly ended, revealing a vast crater, an impossible, perfectly circular hole miles wide. At the center was a spiraling sink of luminous crystal sand, swirling like a galaxy frozen in time. Kaelor gasped. "That's beautiful." "It is alive," Varynth whispered. The sands parted as he approached, opening a path downward. Kaelor followed cautiously, every step hummed beneath his boots. "Stay close," she instructed. As they descended, Kaelor noticed strange silhouettes carved into the walls, alien creatures, humans, hybrids, battles, stars collapsing, civilizations rising. "These carvings," he murmured, "they are from different worlds." "Fate touches all worlds," Varynth answered. "The well remembers everything." Kaelor paused. "Then why doesn't it speak to me?" "It does," she said, stopping at the bottom. "You simply have not learned to listen." The heart of the well. At the center lay a pool, no water, only pure light, swirling in slow arcs. Varynth stepped into it, the light wrapping around her like living silk. She extended a hand to Kaelor. "Enter." He hesitated. "What will it do to me?" "Reveal truth." Kaelor's heart pounded, but he placed his hand in hers. The instant he touched the pool, the world exploded. The vision. Kaelor found himself floating in a black void. Stars flared and died around him. A deep voice echoed through his mind. "Kaelor of Earth, why do you seek life?" Kaelor was stunned. I don't know. I'm a soldier. I fight. I try to survive." "Survival is not purpose." A burning white star formed in front of him, pulsing with power. From its surface emerged a shadow, towering, formless, radiating cold. Kaelor froze. What is that?" Varynth's voice suddenly echoed beside him, though she wasn't physically there. "That is the dread void, the hunger between stars, the enemy of all life." The shadow expanded, swallowing entire star systems in a single breath. Kaelor stared, horrified. "This thing is coming here." "It has already begun," she said. "It consumes worlds. It consumed mine. Soon it will find yours." Kaelor clenched his fists. "So this is why you brought me? To warn me?" "No," she said quietly. The star's light intensified until Kaelor's chest burned. "You are not merely warned," Varynth's voice continued. "You are chosen." The awakening. Kaelor shot out of the vision, collapsing in the glowing sand. His breath shook. What did it do to me?" Varynth kneeled beside him. "The well has awakened your latent potential." Kaelor stared at his hands. Tiny sparks of blue energy flickered across his skin. What is this?" "A gift," Varynth murmured. "Power drawn from the same source as mine." He looked up sharply. "You made me like you." Her eyes softened. "No, Kaelor, I made you capable of standing beside me." He swallowed hard. "You said you chose me." "And I did." She touched his chest lightly, right over the newly glowing symbol that had formed there. "Your fate is now bound to mine. Your life, to my desert. Your future, to the stars." Kaelor's breath caught, not from fear, but from something deeper. A connection, a pull, a bond that felt ancient, though it was only moments old. Before he could speak, the ground trembled violently. Varynth snapped to attention. They have arrived. Kaelor stood immediately. Who? Varynth's 4 eyes glowed fiercely. The void-bound. Creatures sent ahead of the dread void. They hunt those chosen by the well. Kaelor ignited the energy in his hand. Light flared like a newborn star. Then let them come. Varynth smiled, a fierce, proud smile. Very well, human. Stand with me. From the shadows of the crater, monstrous shapes began to crawl forth, limbs twisting, jaws opening, eyes glowing with void fire. Kaelor and Varynth stood back to back, power humming between them. Their first battle together had begun.